What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to another SuperMayne video, and in this video we are doing, I think, our second oval race of my iRacing career, and I've got to be honest, I actually really enjoy these races. I've actually done pretty well in both of the races as well, and have managed to stay out of trouble. I'm not actually sure the car that I'm driving. I think it's like a Beetle type of car, and I can't remember the name of the circuit, so I do apologise. I'll probably have to go back and have a look for a future reference. But if you have not driven these cars on iRacing and you're like me and you're a bit of a rookie, then I've kind of found that a good technique to drive in these cars is to just use a bit of gentle braking and change down the gears a tiny bit. And as the green flag and the green lights come out, I think we've started in 10th place, so didn't do a bad qualifying lap. I think there's about 20 cars, maybe 15 cars in this race, not too sure. The track is really short, and this is a 40 lap race, and I think I was actually quite surprised when I did this race how quick these laps go down, trying to keep the car as steady as possible. I did a little practice before, and was trying to work out whether I needed to change down to second or if I could keep it in third and just drive and keep the momentum. But I was finding I was losing a lot of momentum, and managed to just find a way of driving where I was comfortable, which was pretty much standing third, dropping it down to second in the corners, trying to stay as low as I can, and then pushing out the corners and catching up. We are up to 7th place already, and then what you'll notice in a minute, there was a lot of carnage. There was some lap cars already starting to appear in the pack, and it starts to get a bit chaotic as someone just comes up the inside and gives me a little knock, and then we've got this white car sort of moving all over the place as this yellow car appears, and it all goes crazy. We just about avoid contact with all them cars. A bit of a manic start already on lap 6 of the race, and that has put us up to about 4th place maybe, I'm not too sure. I was finding it very difficult to keep up with the main or the front runners of the grid, but it was a very enjoyable experience, and I will be doing a lot more of these little stock car races as I do quite enjoy them. Anything I do find is usually a little bit of a shoulder ache because you're sort of constantly going left, and my seat is not really set up to drive in these sort of cars, but this car itself just so much fun to drive, and trying to keep it in sort of the position you need to keep that momentum and keep that speed up and keep on driving. I think, as I say, I think we're in about 3rd place at the moment, and we are sort of just behind the 2nd place driver, who was about 2 seconds ahead of us. I was struggling to match his speed and his momentum. It's that black car just in front of us. What did worry me on this particular race, because obviously I'm really trying to concentrate on my safety rating, so I'm trying to stay out as much trouble as I can, because people have said just stay out of trouble, just race your own race, don't worry about others, which I have done, and I'm due to release a MOZA video shortly, excuse me, apologies, that I will be released shortly, but that was a whole new level of experience of driving, not like these little fun little cars. They're like little go-karts in a way. They're just a little bit more powerful. I just have to keep avoiding contact with everybody, going up and down, using as much of the track as I could, staying high as I come out, and then going back low. And you do find sometimes, like now, I did struggle sometimes with grip, and I was missing my braking. I was a little bit tired when I finished this race, because I was doing a bit of Formula 1 before this, and I decided I really want to do this, and I didn't do it in VR. And my next video for one of these, I think I will do in VR, because the VR is a whole new experience, and I imagine this is actually quite good fun driving in the VR mode. As I say, we are now already on about lap 15, and we're just cruising around the track as there's another little accident with a couple more cars. Again, just staying clear of that accident and trying to keep myself safe and pushing on as fast as I can. And as I say, the person in second place now has sort of gained a little bit more time on me. He's up about 3 seconds, but there is always people appearing, whether they're in front of you or behind, because what you do find in iRacing, which I've found, is that faster people sometimes do get in accidents and either have to pit or they're obviously trying to catch you up. And in this one, you do lose a lot of time pretty quickly. If you've got a pit, you lose a few laps. So you do get faster people that are unlapping themselves come past you, as I found out in another race. But this has a whole been new to iRacing and being a complete novice to this sort of sport. And I did play like the Daytona games back in the day, but this is on a complete different level, a lot more trickier. As you'll notice on the right hand side in my little relative box, fourth place person is now only 1.6 seconds behind me, and he was charging along. I think he was one of the drivers that got caught up in the shenanigans at the beginning of the race, as I was very conscious he was coming, but I wanted to try and, I've got to be honest, I wanted to try and hold third because it would have been a little achievement for me, and I was really hoping he wouldn't overtake me. But as you see, he's just come out of nowhere in the blue car, and he is now right behind me, and I did just in the end yield to him. I did push as hard as I was pushing harder to see if I could stay in front of him, and my racing line changed a little bit because I was doing that. I was trying to push, but just in the end, just let him go. Just let him pass me, let him go. I tried to hold on to him, but it wasn't going to happen. And I am overall just because you've got players like this in front of me now, as you can see, he just comes straight across the track, and you've got to be really careful. And at the same time, I've got the guy in the fourth place trying to overtake me. And I did take a little dive up the inside, but again, he's come straight across the track, not even looking at what he's doing, and nearly causing a little pile-up. And really had to be very conscious of this driver, as another unlapped car, you'll see in a minute, comes flying past us, the number 9 car, and that was the fourth place driver. That wasn't the blue car, it was the black car. I wasn't sure at the time, and I did have a little tiny bit of contact with him, touched him very gently as he's sort of managed to get around me. And some of these unlapped cars, there's another car, a fifth place car as well has appeared, and I didn't even realise when I was racing at the time. I was so conscious of trying to just avoid all the contact and people racing past me, as I now am up to, well, I am now in 5th place, I think, with a 5th place car just in the inside of us, and we are just trying to avoid him. We're also probably going to get lapped in a minute as well, so there's a couple of drivers that are absolutely flying along. Oh, there's a driver just disappears in front of us. I've never had that experience. As I say, I've had a lot of glitching and a lot of people flying, but yeah, the overall gameplay of this race, bearing in mind it's only 12 minutes long, the race, you do 40 odd laps. It is such a fun race, such a fun race, and it's really enjoyable. You just got to keep focus and concentration all the time, and try and stay as smooth as possible. And again, I've just let them people go past me, and they're kind of driving off now. I managed to avoid as much as a blue car. Another car has appeared up the inside. I actually now think that is the leader of the race. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But yeah. My wife has then just come in and asked me if I wanted to have some cheese and pickle rolls for my lunch tomorrow at work, which was, I thought she was asking me if I actually wanted something to eat. once I finished this race, but she was asking me if I wanted to be well. So anyway, back to the commentary, and back to the actual the race itself and iRacing. If for me as a rookie, just playing this game at the moment and having an absolute brilliant time, as we've got another driver having a little bit of a moment on the right hand side, just managed to avoid that. I think now we've got the leader in the green car coming up from behind. He is pushing on again. I kind of move out of the way just to let him by. Didn't want to get him caught up in any trouble with the leader. And the worst thing would be to take the leader out in this game. And this actually, the overall series that I've done so far is I've actually got my highest safety rating in so far, and we're nearly at the point where we're going to cross over into the next license. So with a bit of luck, we'll be out of this safety bracket soon. Probably one or two more races to do, and I'll hopefully manage that if we keep it clean. We're going to keep pushing on and doing some iRacing on this channel because I've been really enjoying it. So if you want to see more racing, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that share button, and please leave me some comments, because I really appreciate everybody has been leaving comments on how and what to do, and all the tips I've been getting. It's been absolutely fantastic. I didn't realise that there was such a big community on iRacing until I started to post a few of these videos. But as I say, it's been really enjoyable so far. And as for this oval circuit and oval racing, I'm going to do some more of this, as I say. For now, that is the end of this race, and we managed to keep it clean. We managed to not spin the car. And so if you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments below. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.
That was our work.